welcome to part 3 of the miniature postbox build. Now I've spent some time priming, and you might also see that I've added on a stamp machine. It just adds that little extra detail, something that I noticed that postboxes, some of them do have, so I felt like that was necessary. So obviously you can take it off its base. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to paint it up. To start with, we're going to paint up the pavement basically and the tarmac there, which has come out quite nicely. To do that, I'm going to be using acrylic paints. I have a selection of black. Is always something that I tend to use regularly. Black is perfect to be able to do to mix with. It's something that I use a lot of. Brown is definitely going to come into it, and I've got another shade there. But I generally mix white with all these. A big bottle of white there as well. At the moment, that's all we're going to need. But we're also going to have to build up a wash as well, because that's something that will bring out all the natural colours. Now, something I like to do is I like to mix the paint on a lid or something. Got a little thing of water over here. Now you might be thinking, oh well, why don't I just go with the primer there as being perfect for concrete slabs? But I want to create kind of naturally different shades of grey. A bit of white on, if it all work with me. Come on. A little dollop, there we go. And then we're going to get a bit of a cheeky black in there. Only a little bit. And this will allow us to mix different kinds of greys in there. Because pavements generally aren't, they're not all one colour. So I'm going to just a bit of water. Nice colour there. Just start with that one. By using the water as well, it kind of like stops the brush marks from appearing. I've got my nice new brushes out today as well, which is a little added bonus. I've got a really nice place to be able to hold them around here. Now I'd like to use that same grey in a couple of different places if I can. That same colour, just to, because otherwise it means that it doesn't go to waste, especially if it's a good grey like that one. Right, I'm going to mix some more colours and then I'll show you what it looks like. Now you might be thinking, why have I painted the tarmac black, just gone for it? Well, basically it means that when I come to apply some colours on top, some a wash maybe, that black will sit as the baseline, the natural black colour that tarmac tends to be, and you see it all tacky and it's just been done. But of course when we weather it, make it lighter and it will bring out all of the gravelly details that I've put in there. Same with all the other colours. So once that's dry, we can carry on. Right, so now this is all dried, what I'm actually going to do is start the weathering process. So to do that, I'm going to use a bit of water. Now it's already dirty, so I'm going to do like a light wash with this. So hopefully. So a bit of water in there. Yes. So this will get in all the cracks, and it means that it should just slightly darken things bind it all together. If I get a little bit of black, yeah, that's a little bit better. Wasn't supposed to happen that. At the moment you're thinking, what on earth? If you just go over the cracks and slowly, when it dries, it'll actually leave them darken slightly, so it sort of bring them out. I mean, you can go around and like dab the water off if you want to, but it's up to you. What I'm actually going to do now is I wanted to add in just some little yellow lines here, just to kind of show that it's part of a street maybe, or that it's you know, somewhere that, you know, they don't want people apart basically. So I'm just going to add that in now, and then a bit of dry brushing. Right, so I've done the little yellow lines best I can. Used 2 yellows. Used a kind of a more fluorescent yellow, like a lemon yellow, as it's called here. But I also used a mid yellow, just to kind of break down that tone. I could have used an enamel, which I'm looking at right now, but it was perhaps a little bit too dark, that one maybe. What I'm going to do now is going to do a bit of dry brushing. So, dip my brush into the white. I'm going to take all of that paint off. There we go. Only a little bit. And then I'm literally going to just start. If it's not enough, put a bit more paint off on the brush. And then wipe it off. Yeah, I've got a bit more out there, living on the edge. Sometimes I like to sort of just circulate over a couple of paving stones, just more details, just to kind of give them a bit more attention than the others, because they've all got little personalities. But you know, eventually it will create a really nice look. So I'll carry on doing this. So there we have it. I've dry brushed it, and I think it looks quite neat. So I'm going to add some grass in anyway, round these parts, dollops of glue, static grass on, and then I'll just touch it with the little metal stick I've got going on, and then and just pour some on, and it just leaves a little bit in there. So yeah, so that's the pavement. Right, so you might be thinking, why has he gone and put a post box on top of an oil lubricator to make it easier to paint? So by doing this, I can turn it around and get to all sides without disturbing the paint colour. So I'm going to apply the basic red first. I'm going to go for a darker shade, because we'll apply more different reds that will create that kind of weathered effect where paint's discoloured. We'll get a bit of a pinky tone out of there, which you do get from some. We'll do the base black as well, so let's have a go. So we've applied the red. It's like a cherry red. We're going to add that lighter red, which is more reminiscent of postbox, but we're going to try and sort of leave that exposed. Start painting that on. It should work a treat. So, so I've actually finished the second coat of red paint. But what I'm going to do is, once it's fully dried, I'm going to get a bit of sandpaper. I'm going to try and lightly sand back that red, and it will uncover sort of different shades then, which I think will look quite nice. Now I'm going to get my bit of sandpaper, which I have over here. Now, I haven't done this in a while, this kind of technique. Sometimes I like to use the toothpaste method, where I put toothpaste on. Sounds ridiculous, but an absolute nutter then. But then what happens is, once that's dried, if you were spraying, you can spray onto the toothpaste while it's on your model. And then when it's all dried, you can then get a brush and brush off where the toothpaste is, and it will leave the colour underneath. That's the point. So. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some bicarbonate soda. I'm going to mix some of this with like a pinky red, which will create like paint sort of bubbling, it's coming away, that kind of effect, which we'll get on some of the sides of the post box. So let's have a go. Now, as we did with the pavement earlier, we dry brushed and brought out a load of nice details. Now I've put the bicarbonate soda on, and it's created that kind of bubbled paint effect. You should be able to see it there. It means we can bring out those bubble paint effects a little bit more. So I'm going to do the same process that I did earlier, and then we'll see how it looks. Now also, something else I like to do is I like to grab a silver, this is a metal coat, Humbrol paint, and I do use Humbrol as well. Humbrol's my thing. A lot of people use other makes, but I quite like to use Humbrol. I've just always have. Get my paint opening tool, I'll just nick a bit in there like this, dab a bit on there, and then round the bottom I want to create some scuffs. You know, so not too much, but just enough to, so it looks like some feet have been touched it, and I like to just hover the brush until it makes contact, if it will. Key is though not to go too mad, because otherwise you end up with it looking like you've gone a bit too over the top. So I'm going to try and be as careful as I can here. On the edge, like, you want to just pick out these bits where it might have just been a little bit scuffed. Edges are lovely for picking out metalwork, honestly. So much that people have put their hands, and it's kind of stuff you have to think about. You can see there, you can see that sheen on that edge. Because you think about the amount of time that the postman's opened that door, you know, but there we go, so I've applied it to the base now, and I think all in all, looks quite good. In here I've got a bit of paper already, and I've only done it paper. I haven't done it proper like decal, because I feel that it would have been paper anyway. I'll add that paper in and then do the rest, and then I'll see you on the other side. There we go. There we have it. So, thanks for watching part 3. I've just added in some greenery around the back. I'm quite happy with how that's come out. So this one and this little fella as well, they're both available for £25 each. But yeah, you can find those in my Etsy shop. Please subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing more of me filming my builds. And check me out on Instagram. Give us a cheeky follow if you like. Facebook as well. Tumblr, another good place to have a look. And really, thanks for watching. So, till next time, see you later.